ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय क्षीणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। वर्ष नंबर 43। तत्र तं बुद्धि संयोगं लभते पौरवदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नंदन। I chant it again. तत्र तं बुद्धि संयोगं लभते पौरवदेहिकं यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नंदन. See the translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, here he regains knowledge of the previous birth and he strives more than ever before for perfection. See the one more time translation. There he regains the disposition of mind which he had in his previous body, O Arjun, and from there he strives much more for success in yoga. The question was asked by the Arjun, the seeker who is striving for realization and somehow he did not succeed and dies. Oh Krishna, what happens to them? Sri Krishna says, Arjun, such seeker having this position, he will go to heaven or more than heaven, other lokas, and he enjoy there. After that, he would come in this earth. There are three options for them. One is he would get birth in a pious family. Another option is if that person has some attachment towards the world, that person would get birth in a rich family. And third option is he may take birth in intelligent yogic family. But this birth is very, very rare. Now, Sri Krishna continues, Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam lavate paurava dehikam. Tatra means there, in that body, in that family, what he does. So see, one difference. When we study the worldly arts, science, medicine, any kind method we know. Suppose someone is a very great doctor. Someone may be a great scientist, an artist. Someone may have any kind of knowledge. Someone may have so much property. But when death comes, everything death takes away. Immediately, when a doctor takes another birth, an engineer may take another birth, another body, and he forgets everything. He forgets everything. Next birth, next body, next condition, and we have to start from the zero. We have to go to school. Then college, university, again, you have to follow the rules. Previous lives, your degree, your knowledge, finished with the death. Whatever is connected with this body, a property, a relation, a family, a knowledge, whatever we have, death takes away everything. Just our karmas, in form of the sin or virtue, they will remain with us. Otherwise, everything, every person, every condition can be taken away from the death. So death can take everything. Sri Krishna is saying, Arjun, this practice is like this. If someone is climbing in the mountain, like you are climbing the Mount Everest, one day you had completed some journey. At night, you sleep. Next morning, you start your journey from that point. No need to start from the zero. The next day, you will reach another point. You will take night stay there. When morning you will wake up, you start your journey from that point. No need to start from the zero. But in worldly labor, we start everything from the zero in with everybody. In every birth. But Sri Krishna is saying here, Arjun, Tatra tam buddhi sanyogam lavate paurava dehika. If someone did this auspicious practice, someone has done this auspicious practice, and he dies, and he takes another birth. In that birth, in that body, he starts his or her practice from that point. No need to start from the zero. So this practice is very, very special. This practice is very, very unique. This practice cannot be taken away by the death. It is your Pauravadahika. Buddhi Sanyogam means your own practice. You will get that point which you have left with the death. Now, the seeker will start from that point. Yatato cha tato bhuya sansiddhau kurunandana. O Arjun, the seeker is very, very alert. He is very, very alert. Now he is fully aware that I have to work very, very hard because I missed a chance. Now I don't want to miss any chance. Yatate cha tato bhuya sansiddhau kurunandana. So there are so many rishis, so many saints, and they work very, very hard. For what? For that practice, that sadhana of the yogas. Sansiddhau kurunandana. Sansiddhau means the perfection of the yoga. So see, now next mantra. Purvabhyasena tenaiva hriyate hiyavaso pisa jigyasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. See, one more time. Purvabhyasena tenaiva hriyate hiyavaso pisa jigyasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. See the translation. Sri Krishna is saying, O Arjun, for by that very past practice, he is carried forward even in spite of himself, even a seeker of yoga, transcends the result of the performance of Vedic rituals. See the again translation. For by that very past practice, he is carried forward, even despite of himself, even a seeker of yoga transcends the result of the performance of Vedic rituals. Sri Krishna is taking the point again. Purvabhyasena tenaiva. See, now you can think, if someone did practice of Upanishad, Tattvabodh, Vivek Chudamani, and another text, as usual, body goes away, dies. So next life, I would remember. Next life, I would remember Gita. I can remember the Bhagavatam, Panchadasi, Vivek Chudamani, whatever I have completed in this life. You may think so, but no. Any text we have studied in this life, it will not remember it. But effect of that text, the purpose of that text will remain with you. Purvabhyasena tenaiva. Suppose we are in this life, we are studying Gita, we have studied another text also. But why only you? Why this thought had come in your mind? I should study the Gita, I should read the Upanishad. Why? There must be some reason. There must be some cause. In first level, the common man does not have idea of the God. Common man, I mean the most people. They don't believe in the God. They don't believe in the self. Then next level comes, few peoples are ready to accept there is a God, there is a consciousness, there is something above the world. They have just idea, but they will not do anything. They have an idea. Yes, there is a God. There is a consciousness. There is something special beyond of the world. Yes, but nothing to do with me. They don't have any interest, just an idea. They are in level number 2. Then third level comes, few people start thinking, if there is something, so I must know about that. If something there is beyond the world, it is a subtler. So I have to know, I must know what is this. Just an inquiry. Just an inquiry, quest. Then level comes, yes, I have to know. And what is connection with me? What is the purpose of the learning? This vidya, this knowledge, what is the purpose? Then you will come to know about the reality of this method, this vidya. So we are in this level. Yes, there is something beyond this world. Consciousness, very different from the object. There is something, and I have to know, and it is connected with me. This thought has come in our mind because you have done something very special in previous verses, previous births, in previous bodies. Sri Krishna is indicating it, Purva Bhyasena. Because of the previous birth, you have done something. Something, step by step. One world. The people are living in the just level of the animal mind. But some people, very rare people, they have idea. That idea is something, the consciousness that has to be known, and it is connected with me, so I must know it. Purva Bhyasena. So this idea has not just happened. It is because you have done something. You should have done it, and you done it. Hiryate hi vasopisa. So because of that sanskar, you becomes addicted. Addicted. You may have heard one people was calling religion as an addiction. Yes, they don't understand the addiction means what. Religion is an addiction. Like an addicted person always think about his bad habits. If someone used to be the bad habit, always he trying to complete that habit. Sri Krishna agree. Yes, Purva Avasho. Avasho, I can give you an example. Like Vibhishan was living in the Lanka. In Lanka, there was Rakshasas, demons, like Ravan. So the conditions was very, very different, not favorable. Conditions were so against his action. Lanka, there Ravan was the king. Ravan means the person who is living totally worldly, with the totally worldly thought. He does not think about beyond the world. Not only Ravan, other Rakshasas are also same. So there was fear for Vibhishan. There was greed because Lanka was made by gold. All facilities were there. All facility in that time. The Lanka was the richest city of the world. So everything was there. There was greed, there was anger, there was lust, there was fear. Everything was there. Every condition, any condition is not favorable for Vibhishan. But he was doing. He was doing every possible practices. So every condition was against. He was alone. And he was doing. Why? Avasopisa, Sri Krishna is giving a hint. Because Vibhishan was not doing it itself. It was happening by force, by habit. Avasopisa. Mira did not have facilities to do japa. Kabir, Nanak. There are many saints. They didn't have facility. But they were doing. Because Avasopisa, the previous sanskar was made them to do that. Jigyasurapi yogasya sabda brahmati vardate. Now he's saying, O Arjun, the quest of the yoga, Jigyasurapi yogasya, the desire of knowing this yoga, Shabda Brahmati Vartate. Shabda Brahmati means Ved. Ved. Shabda Brahma, Shabda means the sound. Brahma means the consciousness. Shabda Brahma means the Vedas. What Vedas say? Vedas say there are three things. One is ritualistic part in the Veda. Another part is the devotional part. In first part, in a ritualistic part, there is written, if you want happiness in your life, you do this activity. If you want to achieve happiness, you do punya karma, virtue. And remember always, if you have happiness in your life, not because you have something, it is because of you have done something punya. If there is some happy moments in our life, these are not because I have money, power, prestige. This happiness is because just I have done something good activity, good actions. The only reason is that is why I am happy. Objects maybe, may not. Family maybe, may not. Objects may not. But I am happy because not of the world, because you have done something punya in previous time. So Vedas say, if you want happiness, simple principle is, you do good activity. Scriptures are stating, punyasya phalam icchanti na punyam kurvanti manava. Manava, the human being, they always want the consequences of the virtue, of the punya. The consequences of punya is what? Happiness. So just forget about that. You are happy because you have this. You are happy because you have this, that. No, wrong notion. You are happy because you have done something good. Same objects could be cause for misery. Same person may be cause for happiness. That same person could be cause for misery. So any object, any person is not cause for happy or unhappy. Simple principle is, if you are happy because you have done something good, if you are in miserable condition, not because of other cause, only cause is you have done something wrong. These should not have done by you. Shabda Brahma. So Vedas say, if you want happiness in this world, you do this yajna, this sacrifice, and you would get. If you want happiness in another world, if you want happiness in heaven, you do this yajna, this yajna, this yajna. And there are some upasana, devotion. They are higher than ritualistic states. Just mental conditions. The upasana, the devotion, they are also are punya givers. They give you happiness here and there. So Shabda Brahma means the Vedas. And Vedas always are stating that if you want happiness, you do this. If you don't want to be miserable, you don't do this. If you want to go heaven, do this yajna. If you do not want to go hell, you don't do this. So do's and don't do's. This is the nature of the Vedas. Krishna says, Shabda Brahmati Vartate. This yogi, the practitioner of this yoga is beyond of that all thoughts. He has no interest in sin and virtue. He does not have interest here and there. For him, everything is like nothingness. So your world is beautiful because you have done something punya. If world is not beautiful, the only means is we have done something wrong. And this seeker, Shabda Brahmati Vartate, is beyond of all. He has no interest in this world. He does not have interest in another world. Now, next one. Prayatana dat manastu yogi sansuddha kilvishaha aneka janma sansiddhas tato yati param gati. I repeat again. Prayatana dat manastu yogi sansuddha kilvishaha aneka janma sansiddhas tato yati param gati. See the translation. But the yogi striving for liberation, denounced of all his stains, and perfected through many births and reaches the supreme state. See the translation again. A yogi who strives painstakingly and purified from sins and perfected through more than one birth reaches the supreme state. Till this verse, Sri Krishna gave answer. Verse number 44, till this verse, Sri Krishna replied. So question had been replied of Arjun's. The question was about that yogi, and Sri Krishna replied it. And he said, now it is clear. Have you got any doubt? Arjun said, no. Yes, I got points. The seeker of this yoga will not destroy. Then Sri Krishna is saying, now general for every seeker. Prayatana datmanastu yogi sansuddha kalmasha. So question had been answered. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, yogi sansuddha kilvisha. The point is, what yogi is? They think yogi means the person who is doing pranayam. The great yogi can walk on the water. The great yogi can fly in the sky. They think the great yogi can remain without food, without water, months and months. The great yogi would remain in the Himalaya without clothes. Sri Krishna does not agree with this thought. Yes, it is good. But he is saying that yogi sansuddha kilvisha. This yoga is connected inner side, not outside. Sansuddha kilvisha. Kilvish means negativity. Kilvish means the pap, sin. Negative force, our weakness. Weakness of the mind. Weakness of the mind is do not accept the concept of the God. The only cause is the sin, the pap, the kilvish. As much as the kilvish, the pap, the sin becomes lesser and lesser and lesser, mind becomes strong, strong and all strong. Then you can breath and strive. You can make effort more sincerely. So only cause is kilvis. The weakness of the mind is our negative activity. So first, remove your all negative activity. Your mind would be more strong. I mean to say that strong means acceptance towards the reality. if I accept, if I agree that there is a reality, automatically my effort becomes more strong. If I know there is a water and I am thirsty, and there is a real water, so I would make entire my effort to achieve that water. Aneka janma sansiddha. Sri Krishna saying here, Arjun, it is not overnight work. Work cannot be completed in a 1 week, 2 week, 2 months, even one life. It may take aneka janma. Anek means so many births. So many births. 1 birth, 2 births, 3 births. And we are on the path. And it does not mean this may be your last birth. It may be your last birth. You have completed everything. Just one single thing would be in this life and finish. You would be liberated. But it would take aneka janma sansiddhi. Many births. In Indian mythology, there are so many examples. Even Lord Buddha's, he had taken so many births. So many births. Finally, he became Buddha and liberated. So it is a matter not just for one birth. It is a matter of the path, your speed, your patience, your practice. But don't worry about the death. Death may take away only your body, not your practice. Your practice would be with you always. Aneka janma sansiddha. So one birth after another birth. And finally, sansiddha, the perfection of the yoga. The perfection, param gatim. Gati means the target. Total, goal, our goal. Gati means goal. Sometimes my goal is the worldly objects. I want money. I want prestige. I want family. Then I can change my goal. I want heaven. I want this lok, that lok. This is the goal. But this is a paragati. Para means the absolute. Absolute goal. Param gatim. If you want to get this ultimate goal, you may have ultimate patience. It may take births and births. Now next. Tapasibhyo dhiko yogi jnani bhyo pimato dhikaha karmi bhyascha yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. I repeat again. Tapasibhyo dhiko yogi jnani bhyo pimato dhikaha karmi bhyascha yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. Very beautiful verse. See the meaning. Greater than the austere. Greater than those who possess knowledge. Greater than the ritualists is the yogin. Therefore, Arjun become a yogi. See the translation again one more time. The yogi is superior to ascetics, superior to men of learning, and also superior to the ritualists. Therefore, Arjuna to be a yogi. When we say yogi, immediately, because we have notion, yogi means the person who is following the Patanjali, who is following the rules of the Gheran Rishi, Hatha Yoga, who is practicing Neti, Dhoti, Basti, Pranayama. Sri Krishna's concept about the yogi is very different. Very different. Yogi means the person who is practicing equanimity yoga. In other words, you can say that the person who knows about oneness, the non-duality, the consciousness is one. If you read Upanishad, Tattvamasi, same principle Sri Krishna is giving here in name of the yoga. None other than that principle. Same principle in the name of the yoga. Tapassibhyo adhiko yogi. Actually, we always think, I want something special. I should have something very special. My house should be the very special house. My car, my property, my body, my intellect, my everything should be unique. And we are working continuously for that. So I want to be best. Here Sri Krishna is saying, the people think, what path is good for realization? So there are so many paths. First, he is saying austerity. Tapasya. Austerity is a path. In mythology, there were so many rishis, so many human beings, so many householders, so many even kings, demons. They did a great austerity. Great austerity, penance. And they had power. They had property. They got boons. Ravan achieved so much power from the Brahmaji, Hiranyakashipu. And there were so many rishis also. So this is the one path to spirituality. Sri Krishna is saying, yes, this path is good, but yoga is the best. Another path he is giving the knowledge of the scriptures. The knowledge of the scriptures. If you chant Bhagavad Gita, you would get punya. If you understand Bhagavad Gita, you will get punya. Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad, any scripture, if you know, if you understand, you would get punya. This is also path. But Krishna saying, yoga is the best. Third is karma bhyascha, the karma yoga. Do your duties. This is also path. But yoga is the superior. And there are so many other paths as well, like charity, mantra jap, pilgrimage. There may be another path which may lead towards the supreme reality. But yoga is the best. Sri Krishna is saying, Yoga is the best. Tasmat yogi bhava Arjuna. Therefore, O Arjun, you become a yogi. You become yogi. Sri Krishna is giving order. Arjun, you become yogi. So what does it mean? Like in our life, first, the age is childhood. Then comes teenage, then young, then old. In one body, there are many stages of age. Which age is good? Because in the body, every age will come and it will make effect. So these are the steps. Yoga is the last step. You have to listen. You have to practice some yam, niyam, sadhan, chatushta. And finally, you will get yoga. So it is not like this, I do not want to work. I do not want to do austerity. You have to do austerity. You have to follow the ritualistic way. And slowly, gradually, Sri Krishna is saying, you will not stick there. You would not stick there. You have to cross all limits. In your life, there is a time. Like, first we go to school. And school is not our goal. After some time, school is finished. School is not for life over. It is for some time. Then comes college. It is also not for always. University, it is not also forever. Go and live. Then we start earning money. And then there is no stop. This is the problem. We enter school and leave school. We go college, come out college. But when we start earning money, never ends. This is the problem. We have to know how to earn money and how to leave the earning money. No, I do not want. This is not time for me. So every practice is important. There is knowledge of the scriptures, austerity, and the method of karma, but you have to cross all limits and you go to yoga. Tasmat yogi bhava Arjuna. Sri Krishna is saying, Arjuna, you become a yogi. You have to go ultimate target. So it means that he's saying that you would not stop in the middle path. You have to have your goal. Tasmat yogi bhava Arjuna. Arjuna, you have to go your ultimate goal. Now, last one. Yoginam api sarvesam madgate nantaratmana sraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. I repeat again. Yoginam api sarvesam madgate nantaratmana sraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. See the translation. Sri Krishna is saying, Arjuna, he who with faith worships me, whose inmost self is fixed in me, I consider him as the greatest of the yogis. See the translation again. He who with faith worships me, whose inmost self is fixed in me, I consider him as the greatest of the yogis. Now, the point is clear. Sri Krishna is saying, Tasmad yogi bhavarjuna, you Arjun, you must become a yogi. Become a yogi. Then again question is there. Oh Krishna, what kind yogi? What kind yogi I should be? Now Sri Krishna is pointing out, oh Arjun, now I am giving to a next point. The greatest yogi. Greatest yogi. What is greatest yogi? There are so many people, so many seekers. Now they have reached in this point, they can connect themselves with the God. This is the state of yogi. State of yogi means the person who can connect himself, herself with the God, consciousness. Now the point is, which God? I want higher God. And remember, neither God is higher nor or less. But I think, we think this God is better than this God. Ram is better, Krishna is good, he is greater, and always we compare. The comparison comes not because of the God. Comparison comes because of the mind. Mind always remains in comparison. Like this house is the better, this road is the better, this person is the better. Mind remains always in the comparison. So, by practice, the person has reached the state of yoga. Now he can connect himself with the God. The one question can come mind, which God? I want to connect myself with the greatest God. And see, this is the cause for fighting. God is one. God, there is not two gods. God means supreme authority. And the supreme authority is the one. In one, there is no higher or lesser. In oneness, you cannot compare. For comparison, there must be at least two. Consciousness is one. But because of my state of the mind, the condition of the mind, I impose some impressions on the consciousness. And I call this the Ganesha, this is the Hanuman, this is the Durga, this is Christ, this is Muhammad, this is Meera, this is this, this is this. And I have put some image. And I love that God because of my mental condition, not because of the God. Then I start fighting. My God is better than your God. So God is not better and lesser. God is God. Sri Krishna is saying, the greatest yogi is one, Madgatena antaratmanaha, who can connect himself direct in me without any imagination. Madgatena antaratma. And I told you so many times in Gita, when Lord Sri Krishna says, Mai, me, I, aham, he always indicates that pure consciousness. He is not saying that the son of the Vasudeva, the son of the Devaki, the enemy of the Kans. He is not addressing himself. He is addressing pure consciousness. Madgatena, O Arjun, the greatest yogi is one who always can connect himself with pure consciousness, without any image, without any impression, without any imagination. just in pure consciousness. Shraddhavan bhajate umam. That person worships me everywhere. In the cow, in the elephant, in the trees, in the sun, in the moon, in the Shiva, in the Ganesh, everywhere he sees only one consciousness. This is the yoga of equanimity. If my God is different, your God is different, it's not spiritual understanding. Sri Krishna is talking about yoga of equanimity, yoga of oneness. Madgatena. Everywhere he sees only same consciousness in the elephant, in the cow, in the Brahman, in the Brahma, Shiva, human beings, everywhere he can see only one consciousness. Sri Krishna is saying that yogi is the greatest yogi. So thus, we have completed chapter 6. Its name is Atma Sanyam. Atma Sanyam, the regulation your own self with understanding. Here we have completed 6th chapter. In Gita, this section has its own special meaning. When I will take chapter 7, I would explain what is special purpose of this section of number 6, chapter 6. So I would take that time. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.